Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another video on World of Warships. In this one we're looking at the Florida, a very weird battleship for the USA. It comes in at tier 7 and honestly it's one of the weirdest battleships I've ever played, and I had to be truthful with you. It's not the best in any aspect. It's got quite a powerful broadside, but it's pretty mediocre as a battleship in my personal opinion. Please, let's look for our survivability. 51,000 hit points. Well, say 51,800, 26% torpedo protection. So not bad, but very low in hit point. 3x4, 356mm guns with a very slow 33.5 second reload. AP on the shell is 9,500 with 823 meters a second. Velocity, so not bad. High explosive is pretty average, 24% fire chance, 860 and 4,570. Sorry, 4,750 max damage. Now the max range of these guns is 18.6 kilometers with a max dispersion of 204 meters and 37.5 seconds. Turn time on 180 degrees, so not too bad. For secondaries, you get 4x1 5-inch gun and 6 dual 5-inch guns, which aren't the best, but they're okay. Definitely not what you call the strongest in regards to this tier, in regards to its firepower, but it's pretty potent. It's pretty average. She does get access to attack flights of the PBY Catalina's. He's dropping one bomb with 3,400 max damage and max range. Okay, so not bad that way. Her AA defense is pretty damn solid, especially when it gets blasted by defensive AA. 37x 120mm, 3x dual 40, 8x quad 40, 4x 1 5-inch, and 6x dual 5-inch guns. So pretty potent AA sweep, 100% very potent AA sweep. Our continuous damage is 334. Damage by shell explosions 1,470, so not bad at all. 35% sector reinforcement, 5.8 kilometer max range, so not half bad, genuinely. Maneuverability 28.4 knots, so not the lowest but not the fastest hour. Decent rudder shift time 15 seconds. And the 760 meter turning circle radius, so not half bad at all. Detectability is pretty standard, 13.4 kilometers, 0 by sea, 0 to 10.1 by submarines, 10.1 by air, and 2 to kilometers pure protection. So she does have very thick deck armor, which will burns most AP shells and shatter many high explosive. But her bar armor is only 25mm thick and can overmatch can get overmatched in a lot of aspects, to be honest with you. So it is not what you would call the strongest that way. She does have a very heavy broadside of 12 guns, however they are only 356mm and they can struggle to overmatch a lot of ships barring excellent dispersion, comfortable shell velocity, so it is pretty good to learn your shell velocities on. Excellent AA, good main battery range, especially with the plotting room modification. And concealment is pretty solid. Our small caliber of her armor piercing shells does mean that she struggles to overmatch 25mm of armor. Fairly useless high explosive shells. They are decent enough for destroyers, but that's about it. The horrendously slow the main gun reload in this battleship is a killer for it. It is the smallest health pool of all the battleships of this tier and one less repair party for it, so it doesn't really help balance out. And the armor is piss poor. So that was very easy to hit. And the rudder lift time is okay, but it's not the best. So realistically, you can very rarely get all 12 guns on the target, as anything will penetrate you from the side on. Recommend upgrades: main armaments 1, slot 2, damage control systems, artillery plotting room, and propulsion modification 1. For consumables, you get damage control party. Repair party, you only get 3 charges. Defensive AA 4. And now you can carry a fighter or spotting aircraft. Spotting, you get 4 charges. Fighter, you get 3. For recommended commander skills: gun feeder for the top one. Grease the gears for number 2. Followed very closely by priority target indicator, as the 2 I definitely recommend very closely. For your 3 points, 100% I would go for adrenaline rush. Now, in saying that, there is a tough one personally between Concealment Expert and Furious for me. I personally prefer Concealment Expert, but Furious might be a pretty handy one to have. does knock 10% off the main battery firing rate when you are engaged, so it's not a bad choice either. And if you do have the extra points, and you can pick it up, if you have 3 extra points, super heavy AP shells, not a bad choice. Or going for maybe fire prevention expert, or maybe picking up concealment, or both of them. Definitely a big recommendation for that. Anyways, with everyone, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick overview and my thoughts on the ship, as to be honest with you, she isn't really worth your money. She isn't really worth your time and effort. She's okay for what she is. She isn't worth your money, to be truthful with you. But what can you do? If you want her, get her for your collection. If you want something odd and unique for America, go for her. Personally speaking, I wouldn't recommend wasting your doubloons on her in any way, shape, or form. I recommend saving them up for a far more capable ship, such as Alabama or Massachusetts, in every aspect. So, with everyone, please do join us over in Discord or over on Twitch. I'd love to see more and more people over there, especially when I'm trying to build a more and more active community. We're also trying to build an active clan on the NA server, so please do come and join up. Anyways, with everyone, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video.